Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this cold evening, this February 19, 2025, all 60s edition, Soul edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to welcome you, those of you tuned in on Oldies and More Radio, also those of you live on YouTube. I apologize for being late. This week did not start off good at all. Because was it Monday? Of course, Monday I get a text from the electrician that he's coming the next morning, and it was like, you give me one day to prepare for you. So I was cleaning 78s for the show tomorrow, the 78 show. So I didn't have any 60s records pulled. I had nothing done with the 60s, so I was just forwarding them to Charlene to research. And, I said, I better make sure the plugs, because we had to get some outlets put in for the stair lift, and I had to get a bunch of plugs replaced, but they were behind all this furniture and whatnot. So, I'm up till like 4 a.m. in the morning doing that. I mean, at least if he told me Friday, I would have had enough time for it. So anyway, so then they came and I couldn't leave them. So again, I didn't get a chance to do the 78 show, to program it or pull out any records. So I was scrambling. They came on Tuesday. I was scrambling on Tuesday and today to find all the records. I found them all except what? I think there were 5 that I couldn't find. They're somewhere in my mess. So anyway, so I apologize, those of you that sent me the requests. I told you I had them. I just couldn't find them. But all this other thing, I have to switch agencies. I have to do all this stuff. So I'm a little bit discombobulated today. And then I was making scans that I normally do for my Facebook post. And I was doing bills for the pooled trust, and I left it on PDF. So I went back there and I said, oh my God, because the PDFs don't show up. I can't post PDFs on Facebook, so I had to quickly do 2 scans. So that's why I'm late. Not that I intended to be late, but I am glad you are here, and I'm glad I'm finally on the air. So welcome to the All 60s edition. And we opened up lots of requests tonight, and we opened up with a request for Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. This singer, Little Sonny, his real name, let's see here. His real name, Aaron Willis. He was born in Greenville, Alabama, electric blues harmonica player. He was playing this tune. Singer-songwriter. First recording for the Duke label back in 1958, on other labels also. But this song dates back to 1925. A song called Wade in the Water came out on the Enterprise record label, and this is Black History Month, of course, and we will be, I celebrate, it's almost like on the 60s, all my shows, we celebrate the black history of this great music, and Busta wanted to send this out in recognition of Black History Month and educational tribute to all of the great music of all the genres and influences contributed by generations of African-American artists. Well said, Busta, for that. And we do that here, at least Johnny G does that here on my Vinyltreasure shows, especially the Soul Show on Wednesday evenings. We're here from 9 to midnight, and there you go for Busta Bass. August 1970, Little Sonny on the Enterprise record label. Wade in the Water is the name of the tune. I did get a request for the Ramsey Lewis Trio for that to open up the show, which we will do for the UK listener. But anyway, enough of my babbling here. Let's start it off here, the vocal portion. I normally feature this group on my 50s and early 60s Saturday night show. They recorded for the Everlast record label first back in 1957, and the lead singer of that group was Joe Greer. The group was known as The Charts, and the group eventually broke up, but a new charts group formed in the mid-1960s, and this was their first single, I should say, came out on the Velvetone label, which is actually a pretty cool record. I should pull that out to play again. It was called What's Your Excuse, but they followed it up with 2 releases on the Juan record label, and this is their first, and it's a re-sung soulful version of their debut single. The song is called Desiree. Now, this actually bubbled under the second time around, number 132 for a couple of weeks, was a big number 7 record on WJLB in Detroit, Michigan. Now, the lead singer on this is not Joe Greer. The lead singer on this is someone by the name of Stephen Brown. So let's open up the vocal portion from January 66 with the Charts and their re-sung version of Desiree. I hate styrene 45s. Yes, I do. Unfortunately, that's a styrene, but that's January 66. That's their first of 2 on the Juan record label. The Charts, Desiree, Diree. That's Stephen Brown on lead. I think their second release on the Juan label is pretty hard to find, I think. I don't have it. Wish I did. Johnny G here on a Wednesday, cold Wednesday, 20 degrees here in Westchester County, New York. We're supposed to have some kind of precipitation tomorrow, which, I don't know. I'm really sick and tired of the precipitation. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's go to this girl group sound out of Waco, Texas. These gals from Waco, Texas, they formed while they were all attending G.W. Carver High School. Now, the trio included Paula Hardin, Samantha Harris, and lead singer Annie Annie Johnson Alexander. And I'm featuring the True First Press on this. This was on the Toy record label, would be picked up by Loma Records. This is produced by Dale Hawkins, and this is actually a cover tune. This song was first done by Linda Burns on the Tytex record label in October of 65. And let's move to February of 1966. Give a listen to the Dolls on the Toy record label. And you can actually see a video of them performing this on that Haas TV show down in Tennessee, because they did this on Haas's TV show. Great, you got to check it out. They are on YouTube. Great show in color too, by the way. Lots of great soul acts on Haas's TV show. But these are the Dolls on the Toy label. The song is called "The Reason Why." Yeah, cool girl group sounds here for a Wednesday evening. They're called the Dolls. The Dolls from February '66 featured it on the first label. That's Toy Records is the name of the label, and that is Annie Johnson Alexander on lead. The Dolls with The Reason Why. The reason why we spin this cool music is because it's great music. And Johnny G keeping the music alive here on a Wednesday evening on Oldies and More Radio. And those of you that are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is our first show of the first of three for this week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning 3 o'clock with the 78 show. Pulled out some cool 78s for tomorrow afternoon. Let us continue here. Let's go. Well, actually, we go back to Georgia. This a singer out of Augusta, Georgia. First recording for the Talos label. Charlene's got Sun Records also. Then this one's on Johnny Nash and Danny Sims Josita Records out of New York City. A tune written by Johnny Nash's wife, Margaret Nash. Johnny Nash produced it. It's arranged by Arthur Jennings. This charted number 21 on WJMO in Cleveland, Ohio. And this is from October of 65. Let's give a listen to Bill Johnson on Josita Records. It's called You Got Soul.
I can tell by the way you walk, you got soul. I can tell by the way you talk, you got soul. I can tell by the way you kiss, when you're holding me like this. Hey, you got soul. You got soul, girl. You got soul. You got soul, girl. You got soul. You got soul, girl. I can tell by the way you move, you got soul. I can tell by the way you groove, you got soul. You got something deep inside, and nothing in the world can hide. Hey, you got soul. You got soul, girl. You got soul. You got soul, girl. You got soul. You got soul, girl. You got soul. You got soul. Soul is hard to find. Come on and let it shine. Let yourself be free. Give all of your love to me. I can tell by the way you dance, you got soul. I can tell by the way you romance, you got soul. You got something good as gold, something that'll never grow old. Hey, you got soul. 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 Soul is a hard to find. Come on and let it shine. Let yourself be free. Give all of your love. I can tell by the way you move, you got soul. I can tell by the way you groove, you got soul. You got something deep inside, nothing in the world can hide. You got soul. 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 Nothing but soul. You got soul. You got soul.
There you go. That's Bill Johnson. Bill Johnson from October 1965. That's on Johnny Nash's Josita record label. Johnny Nash also recorded this in 1968 on the JAD label, J-A-D label, but first let this Bill Johnson record it. You Got Soul is the name of the tune. That's what we got here on the Vinyl Treasure Show for a Wednesday evening. Let's fill a request now for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, as we have the sound of Motown up next. This gal from Tuscadero, California, began recording at 16 years old for Bob Keene's Donna record label, but she would sign with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label, and he heard her singing and liked her voice and signed her to the Tamla record label. And she would have her first single for Tamla in 64 called Every Little Bit Hurts, and Edmund requested her third release. This tune, written by Smokey Robinson, charted number 26 on Cashbox, number 12 on the Billboard R&B chart, and a big number 2 record if you were listening out in Los Angeles, California to KRLA from February 65 for Edmund Williams, Miss Brenda Holloway. Brenda Holloway on the Tamla label. It's called When I'm Gone.
What are you gonna do when I'm gone? Whose shoulder are you gonna cry on? What are you gonna do on the day when I turn my head and just walk away now? What are you gonna say to your friends when the talk around town begins? Will you tell them how you treated Mr. High. You see, then when they hold you, you come right back crying to me. I comfort you whenever you're low, and you don't have a place you can go. You put your head on my shoulder to cry, and then you turn around and tell me goodbye, and I just can't take it. I've gotta make it now. What are you gonna do when I'm gone? What are you gonna do when I'm gone? What are you gonna do when I'm gone? What are you gonna do when I'm gone?
There you go, the great sound of Brenda Holloway. I was going to say Brenda Lee. Brenda Holloway there from February 1965. That's her third release on the Tamla record label. When I'm Gone is the name of that tune there. That one there going out to a listener, Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. And I like the flip side of this record too, but we'll see if I have time. Got lots of requests I got to get to, just something to warm you guys up. I've Been Good to You. She does a great rendition of that, I think. But let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Amnon. Actually got a twin spin with this group from South Bend, Indiana. Junior Walker and the All-Stars. I played them last week. They first recording for the Harvey label back in '62, but they would have 30 releases for Berry Gordy Jr.'s Soul record label. Amnon requested their fourth, and this is a tune he co-wrote. And Junior Walker, his real name Arthur DeWalt Mixon Jr. And this charted number 29 on Billboard, number 7 on the R&B chart, number 5 on AMO in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from July 65, the golden year of 65, Junior Walker and the All-Stars. This is for Amnon. It's called Shake and Fingerpop. Amnon there. Amnon requested Junior Walker and the All-Stars July 1965 release. That's on Berry Gordy Jr.'s soul record label. That's Shake and Fingerpop. What a great beat that is. Such a great dancing record. Wants to make you get up and dance. That is their fourth release on the soul record label. And I think it was Darren, you mentioned in the chat room that this was your favorite song by Junior Walker and the All-Stars. I remembered. Charlene did not, but I did. This was the group's 15th release on the soul record label. Now, this is actually this song originally done by the Guess Who, the Canadian group. The Guess Who did this first. This version produced by Johnny Bristol, arranged by Willie Shorter. This charted also. I don't know. We're going to see if we get the copyright police for tonight again. Remember, they blocked the show last week toward the end of the show. But this was number 15 on Billboard, 3 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record on WOL if you were tuned in down in Washington, D.C. from October 69. We have a twin spin with Junior Walker and the All-Stars. This one going out to Record Hound Darren in our YouTube chat room. Their rendition of the Guess Who's tune, These Eyes. Whoops, wrong one, Johnny. Whoa, Johnny G getting caught here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for a listener, Record Hound, a.k.a. Darren, in our YouTube chat room. You know, Johnny G uses the term covers loosely. So even though, because, I mean, I guess technically, a cover is a song that comes out at the same time as the original, like on the charts at the same time, which was really common in the 1950s. But I use the word loosely because I call it a cover. So like as in the example of cover bands, for instance. So, you know, the band, it wasn't out when the group was. The band is out later. So you'll get a band that'll cover, you know, the Rolling Stones. So they're like a cover band or whatever. So that's why I call them cover songs. But that one originally done by the Guess Who. And Darren is in Canada, so I'm sure he knows that Guess Who release. But this one here, done by Junior Walker and the All-Stars from July 1965. No, I'm sorry, from October 1969. We had a twin spin. Prior to that, we heard Shakin' Fingerpop for MOTOWN. And then we played their version of These Eyes 4 years later from October of 1969. Now let's fill a request for listener Dan McCurdy, this gal from Detroit, Michigan. She was born Agatha Weston, but you know her as Kim Weston. And she also first signed with the Motown Empire back in 1963. She had a number of releases on both the Tamla and also the Gordy record labels. But in 1967, she signed with MGM because I think her husband ended up moving over to MGM Records. His name, William Stevenson, and she had 6 releases on the MGM record label. Now, Dan requested her first, and this did chart regionally. This was number 29 on WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to March of 67. Give a listen to Kim Weston, her first release on the MGM record label. It's called I Got What You Need. Kim Weston for Dan McCurdy.
Take it away. See you want your heart back, baby.
There you go. That sound of John G losing his place here. that's the sound of Kim Weston. That's her first of 6 on the MGM record label by request for Dan McCurdy, March 1967. I got what you need. Johnny G's got what you need for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this program. Nobody does it like Johnny G. We spin original vinyl 45s. No MP3s, no CDs, just original vinyl here. And it takes me a long time to find all these requests with the 60s because I probably got about 200 boxes, I think, down in the basement. My mother was helping me pull the records out the other night, so I would have to bring she can't go down the stairs, at least not down in the basement, but I would bring the record boxes up to her, and she did really well because I'm still looking for a little Johnny Taylor and I think a Ted Taylor on Ron for Bust a Bass. I can't find it amongst others, but I think she found the one on Warren for Bill Sheriff. She did find that one. I was like shocked. They said she did find it on the Warren label, but anyway, I digress. We'll get to it here. Let's continue here. Let's fill a request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. This singer, originally from Rosemark, Tennessee, began recording back in 1952 for Modern Records. I think he would move over to Don Robey's Duke Records, and would have 56 releases through 1973. First recording as Bobby Blue Bland. I don't know when he changed just to Bobby Bland, but this is his 36th release. His real name was Robert Calvin Brooks, but I think in 62 he dropped the blue. That's what Charlene has here. This one, written by Clyde Otis and Belford Hicks, also produced by Clyde Otis. This charted number 62 on the Billboard chart, number 8 on the R&B chart, and this was a number 1 record if you were tuned in to WJLD in Fairfield, Alabama, from December 65. Let's give a listen to Bobby Bland. This is for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. This is on the Duke label. It's called I'm Too Far Gone to Turn Around for Ron Harry.
If I reach out to you like a child would do, darling, don't let me down. I love you so, and I guess you know that I'm too far gone to turn around. If I give you my heart, please don't tear it apart. Don't treat me like dirt on the ground. Give me a break, for heaven's sakes, 'cause I'm too far gone to turn around. I'm too far gone for backing up now. Oh, I'm too far gone to stop. I'm flying high like a bird in the sky. Darling, don't let me drop. And I'm begging you, whatever you do, turn my life upside down. I need you so. Now I guess you know I'm too far gone to turn around. Lord, I'm too far gone for backing up now.
There you go. That's the sound. That's the sound of Bobby Bland. Bobby Bland from December '65. So, you know that. Who else did that record? Somebody else did that record, Charlene. Bobby Bland there with "I'm Too Far Gone." Well, maybe kind of adapted that record. "I'm Too Far Gone," parentheses, to turn around. That one there by request for listener Ron Harry. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. This gal born Addie Bradley in Byhalia, Mississippi. Where is Byhalia, Mississippi? But she was raised in Robbins, Illinois. Well, that's a little better. First recording for the Formal label in 1962. This is I should say her third release on the Formal was a Curtis Mayfield pen tune called "Mama Didn't Lie," which was her biggest hit. But she recorded for a number of different labels: Chess Night Owl, Hoot Nanny, Sound Spectrum, and the Adante label. And I think it first came out on Sound Spectrum, which I have. I'll show it to you in a minute, but it's not in great shape. But I saw that this was in the box. I bought this one from Ken Benedict for I think $10 when I went to one of the Allentown shows. Tune she wrote. And it was produced by her manager and the label owner here, Don Talty. This charted number 2 on WLOU in Louisville, Kentucky. This one from September '65. Let's give a listen to Jan Bradley. Jan Bradley I have it on the Adante record label. It also came out first, I think, on Sound Spectrum for Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. It's called "Love Is the Answer."
I seem to cry at night when I should be sleepy. I should be sleepy. And the least thing said to me, you know it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings. I never felt this way before. Everybody tells me that I should know. What, girl? Hey, 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 hey. Love is the answer. Is the answer. Love is the answer. Is the answer. I get up in the morning, ooh, and I can't eat. I can't eat. Then my sister tells me that I even cried in my sleep. She said she knows what's wrong with me, and I've got the symptoms of a girl in need. And she tells me love is the answer. Is the answer. Love is the answer. Is the answer. A friend told me if my mind I wanted to ease, that I'd better go see the old gypsy down on 15th Street. On 15th Street. And all she took was just a look at me, and she said all I would need was a nice young man, steady company.
There you go. That's the sound of Jan Bradley. Jan Bradley from, where I lost my place. There you go. From September 1965. That's on the Adante label. I forgot to show Johnny G's Scram doing so many things here at the same time. September 1965, going out to Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. Love is the Answer. Featured it on the Adante record label. Also came out on the Sound Spectrum label. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. This group is out of Washington, D.C. The members of the group are Sidney Hall, Carl Kidd, James Johnson, William Britton, and Gerald Richardson. They were collectively known as the Capitals. Oh, I forgot the lead singer who wrote this tune. His name is Kenny Lewis. This tune produced by Robert Bateman. This is from October 64, going out to Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room there, called The Enjoyables. The Enjoyables on the Capitol label. It's called We'll Make a Way.
Yes, we will. Lord knows we will. We'll make a way. Yes, we will. I couldn't care less if the mean old world fell apart. Don't you know I would just
That is a very enjoyable record by a group called The Enjoyables from October 64. That one there by request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. That's Kenny Lewis on lead. It's on the Capitol record label. We'll Make a Way is the name of the tune, and they have one other in 1966 on the Shrine label, which Johnny G does not own. Those Shrine records are very hard to come by, I will tell you that much. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room as we go back to Detroit, back to the Motown Empire. Fire. This is the group's 33rd release on the Motown label. This is actually their the B-side to Diana Ross and the Supreme. Well, actually, Diana Ross's farewell from the Supreme. She would go solo after this release. I think this record made its debut on the Ed Sullivan Show in the fall of 1969. The A-side called Someday We'll Be Together, but James Brown requested the B-side of the record. Tune written and produced by Smokey Robinson, arranged by Wade Marcus. And this song, wait a minute, Charlene, arranged by Wade Marcus. So, Charlene, do I take it that the Isley Brothers recorded this first on Tamla Records? I don't know. But this song charted number 5 on WAMS in Wilmington, Delaware. And this is from October of 1969. This is a B-side here by request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Diana Ross and the Supremes. It's called He's My Sonny Boy.
Sonny boy, now let me tell you how much good you've done me, boy. 'Cause when I'm feeling low, you give me plenty joy. Into each life some rain must fall, but with you here, there's no rain at all. Ooh, Sonny boy, looks good in everything from silk to corduroy. To see him, I'd walk from Idaho to Illinois. Do anything to be with him. My sunshine when the world is dim is Sonny boy, Sonny boy, my pride and joy, Sonny Sonny boy, you made my life so sweet, it's just like honey boy. And I love you so much till it ain't funny boy. My cloudy days have been declining since you're here, so keep on shining, Sonny boy. Ooh, Sonny boy, my pride and joy. Hey, Sonny boy, my honey boy. Now only your sweet loving can give me joy. I'm trying to tell the world that you're my Sonny boy.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That one there by request for James Stone in our YouTube chat room there. That is Diana Ross and the Supremes. That's her last stand with the Supremes. B-side there, the flip side of Someday We'll Be Together from October 1969 on the Motown record label. He's My Sonny Boy is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your DJ boy on a Wednesday evening. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Been a very hectic week so far. It's going to continue to be that way. As the electrician wants to come tomorrow, I said, look, I'm busy tomorrow, and I don't have much time to spend with you. I waited a month for you. You can wait one more day to come over. I think he wants to get paid. I don't know. Well, it's not happening. Not tomorrow, it's not. As we continue here on a Wednesday evening, fill a request for listener Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Actually, I played the flip side of this, which was the intended B-side of this 45 for Mike McHugh. from the UK. He requested Al Green and the Soulmates. It came out on the Hotline Music Journal label, a song called Don't Leave Me, which is a cool up-tempo, cool dancing northern side, I guess we can call it. But this is the intended A-side. It's a nice ballad here that Evan requested. This is produced by the label owners Palmer James and Curtis Rogers, and is being backed up by a group called the Soulmates. Now, this charted number 41 on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WXOK in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's go to October 67 by request for young Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room, Al Green and the Soulmates on Hotline Music Journal Records, and this is the national distribution one that I have by Amy Malabelle. It's called Backup Train for Evan.
Backup train, backup train, turn around, I've got to take my baby, wherever I'm bound. I'm roaming through this every day, baby, roaming through this I'm a lonely man, just a lonely man, need a helping hand, yeah, yeah, yeah. Backup train, backup train, but ease the pain, ease the pain. Take me to my baby, I'm going insane. So Mr. Conductor, turn this train all you gotta do now, turn this train music in my hand, I'm a lonely man, need a helping hand, yeah, yeah. So back this train up, that's all you gotta do now. I'll never forget the girl I left behind. Her tears, her kiss, her face stay on my mind. I got to make her say that she'll forgive me. I gotta get back so. Oh, baby, 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 I need your loving right now, darling. Oh.
There you go. That one there going out to young Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of Al Green and the Soulmates from October 1967 on the Hotline Music Journal label. It's called Backup Train. Johnny G, I one time had to go on a backup train. The train just stopped in the middle of the tracks. I used to take the Hudson line when I used to work for Sony BMG. They had a I used to work for Sony BMG when I used to work for Resources Global Professionals. So they did this. It's sort of a partnership. Well, it wasn't a partnership. I forget what, a joint venture. It was a joint venture between Columbia and RCA. It was known as Sony Music and BMG, and they got together and they were down in the Bertelsmann building down in Times Square, and I said, I don't want to go in the city. I was there like in 1985. I worked for a company called Macmillan Book Publishing, and it was like 98 degrees on the train. I met my buddy down there. I says, John, where the hell do I go down in New York City? So he was taking me like underground. I says, I'm not doing this. I was there for 11 days, and then I got a call to go back and work in Westchester County for a company called Transamerica Leasing. So I said sayonara to the the lady, she was really upset with me. She said, I thought we had an agreement. I said, well, listen, I'm sorry, but, you know, things happen. I can't be here. She was so upset with me. And I had a headhunter that set it all up, and he was going to pay me. It's almost, would that be considered a bribe? Because I didn't want to take the job because they offered me 20. Remember, this is like 1983 or 84, 85. So they offered me 20,500 for that job in the city. I says, I'm not doing this. He goes, well, what about if I give you $5,000 to take the job? I was like, you want to give me money to take that job? And he said, yes, I do. We'll meet for lunch. You know, it was like a week later or whatever. I think he was really teed off because we didn't meet that day. I was supposed to. I canceled it. I probably should have met him and taken the 5, but maybe he would have had me eliminated or whatever. But he was upset. He said, don't you ever call me again. What you did to me, this, and this, and this. Well, you know what? Too bad. But the train stopped. Well, talking about backup train, the train ran out of gas, or the electricity went out, and we had to transfer to another train. I remember it was on the Hudson line, and they had a plank that we had to go across, and the people were looking at us like, I said, look, the train just shut down. We were stuck here, and I had to get on a backup train. But anyway, Johnny G digresses. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. This is actually a flip side request from last week for Frank. Featured Jimmy Hughes last week for listener Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. He requested Steal Away on the Fame label. That was his second of 12 on Fame Records and the A side of the 45. Now, Frank requested the flip side of the record. This tune co-written by label owner Rick Hall from May of 1964. Let's flip over Steal Away by Jimmy Hughes. You get this tune by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. It's called Lollipops, Lace, and Lipstick for Frank Chingaro. I want to mess that up here. There you go.
Everybody to his own kick. Mine is lollipop, lace, and lipstick. When I was but a little tyke, I lived just a couple of blocks from a cute little girl that I loved so, but she loved only lollipops. I tried in every way I knew just to win her little heart. But then one day I gave her lollipops and the Cupid shot it down. Oh, sha-la-la, lady-dum, sha-la-la. Everybody to his own kick. Sha-la-la, lady-dum, lady-bum. Mind the lollipop, lace, and lipstick. We were in our teens when I began to note that my taste was changing fast. From buttons and bows and a turned-up nose to lipstick, the ribbon and lace. She was still the apple of my eye, for she really had some class. She had a giggle and a talk and a wiggle and a walk, all covered in pretty white lace. Oh, sha-la-la, lady-dum, sha-la-la. Everybody to his own kick. Sha-la-la, lady-dum, lady-bum. Mine lollipop, lace, and lipstick. As years passed by, I really learned to love the gentle touch of her fingertips. But there's one thing more I just had to do, was to taste the lipstick of her lips. So today I bid my past goodbye, all the joys and laughs and tears. For today I made this You're my wife, not the guy with the lipstick smears. Oh, sha-la-la, let it up, sha-la-la. Everybody do his own kick. Sha-la-la, let it up, let it up. Mine is lollipop lace lipstick. A lollipop lace lipstick. A lollipop lace lipstick. A lollipop lace.
There you go. That sounds like a that sounds like another record. Wouldn't it sound like a Bobby Day maybe? Hold on one second, folks. God, Charlene is telling me something here. Let me see. What is Charlene telling me? Here we go. Johnny G losing his mind. Here we go. Okay, there you go. That is B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by Jimmy Hughes for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. And the song is called, where is it? F, G, here, E, here it is. It's from May of 1964, the flip side of Steal Away. Jimmy Hughes on fame with Lollipops, Lace, and Lipstick. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. Really don't have much info on this group. Let me see what Charlene has here for this record here. Let me open it up a little bit here. This is on a label called CB. Where does it say where it's from? I don't know. This is a Columbia Press here. I think I've played this record before a long time ago. It's on the CB record label. It came out in July of 1963, and the group is called Hal Clark and the Blenders. And this is a styrene press, and tune written by Bob Horn, like Bob Horn, Horn. It can't be Bob Horn from American Bandstand. Wasn't he on American Bandstand before Dick Clark? But I don't think it's him. But let's give it a spin here. It's an oddball record. I think it was about $100 I paid for this 45. July 63. Hal Clark and the Blenders for Warren Russell. It's called My Wedding Day.
I'm standing here and wondering if what I'm doing is right. I wish that I could make up my mind. Here they come. Oh, I never saw a girl look so sweet. I can't make up my mind. Can't make up my mind on my wedding day. On my wedding day, my wedding day, my day. On my wedding day. Do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife, to love and to cherish her for the rest of your life? Don't you know? I really don't know. Do I promise to love and obey to death do us part? I wanna know. I really, really, really gotta know. Here they come. Oh, I never saw a man walk so fast. Make up my mind. How can I make up my mind on my wedding day? On my wedding day, my wedding day, my wedding day. Oh yeah, my wedding day. I said I can't make up my mind on my wedding day. Oh yeah, on my wedding day. On my wedding day.
You know, I think they are out of Detroit. If you listen closely to the beginning of that record, it sounds like Martha and the Vandellas, beginning of I Had to Let Him Go. I think that's what it sounded like. Listen to the beginning of this a little bit. I know, Reed, you're familiar with I Had to Let Him Go, but I think that's what it sounds like in the beginning. Listen.
I'm standing here and wondering if what I'm doing is right. I wish that I could make up my mind.
And then they would go, I had to let him go. I'm telling you, this is probably, they're out of Detroit, I would think. They are, but there you go. Sound of, let me see, I lost it. I can't find it on Charlene's sheet. I got to cheat. That's Hal Clark and the Blenders from July of 1963. It's on the CB record label. My Wedding Day is the name of the tune. I don't know when my wedding day will be, but let us continue here and fill a request now for his name on my cheat sheet. His name is Raymond Ortiz. Raymond Ortiz. Hopefully you're still in the chat room there. I marked you for this Sound of the Motown sound here, as had to go looking for this record here. It was in my 1960s 1960s old collection, and this is a hit here. So let's see if the copyright police come out here, but I don't know where my R's are. Oh, here we go. Here we go. For Ramon Ortiz, who is in our YouTube chat room, this singer born Stevlin Morris on May 13th of 1950 in Saginaw, Michigan, this singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist producer was blind since birth, but through the years had become a music icon and known throughout the world. But he started recording back in 1962. He was only 12 years old, and he first recorded a tune called I Call It Pretty Music, which came out on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. But let's give a listen to his 23rd release on the Tamla record label. Had a total of about 50 releases for Tamla Records. I don't know. I didn't double check that, so I can't tell you, but this is a song he co-wrote. It's produced by Henry Cosby. This charted number 4 on both the Billboard and the R&B chart, and big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WEEL in Fairfax, Virginia from February 69. Let's give a listen to Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder on the Tamla label, and I remember this when it came out on the charts. It's called My Cherie Amour. This is going out to Ramon Ortiz.
Summer day, my Cherie Amour, distant as the Milky Way. My Cherie Amour, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. I wish that you were mine. Cafe, or sometimes on a crowded street. I've been near you, but you never noticed me. My Cherie Amour, won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore? I wish that you were mine. La 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 la
Hits here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Yeah, keep those hearts going and keep the copyright police out of the way. There you go. What a great tune that is. February 69 for Ramon Ortiz, Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder on the Tamla record label. What we say that was his 23rd release on Tamla. My Cherie, Amour. I remember hearing that on the radio. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this program here, this very entertaining and educational program for your listening pleasure here on YouTube. Also live on Oldies and More Radio. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Got some 78s. I think I'm going back to 1938, I think. From 38 or 32, I forget, but we're going to close with 58. So I pulled out like 40 78s. We'll be on from 3 to 6 tomorrow afternoon for that. I'll be back on Saturday night with 1950s and early 60s. So if you like vocal group harmony, you need to tune into that program on Saturday evening. That's really a big show. We had a big crowd last Saturday. I think I had about 800 listeners that came to the program on last Saturday's show. We're doing okay for today. We got about 300 or so that came here to the program. But let us continue here. Fill a request now for a listener, Chris Reed. Where is this, Charlene? Where is Charlene? I don't know where you put this one. Adrian's. Here we go. Johnny. This is my cheat sheet. Charlene helps me with my cheat sheet. She is my admin, and she does the best she can. She does a fantastic job, so I'm not going to complain about Charlene. But let's fill a request for listener Chris Reed. This singer was the lead singer of a group called the Crickets. The Crickets that recorded back in 1952, 53 for Beacon, JD, and MGM Records. Also, he was a member of the Bachelors that recorded for the Earl label and the Monterey's that recorded for Onyx. You'll hear all those songs on the Saturday night show, but he would go solo. Actually, he was doing solo. He was having solo releases like on JD in the 1950s and still recording with groups, but he went all solo in the 1960s. And this was a record. I had 2 copies of this record, I have to say, and I was at a record show in White Plains, New York, at the County Center. So I decided, I said, well, I'm going to sell my doubles. Okay, you see, this is when you show you need to be educated about the records you have. And I was not educated as far as, these Northern Soul or the popcorn sounds on some of these records. So I had this record in the box for, I think, $30 at the time. And Greg saw it. And he said to me, will you take 25? Of course I did, but I know that he moved it a little later on. I'm talking about my late friend Greg Surik, but he had my other mint copy of this that I let go for like $25. A mistake by Johnny G. But anyway, listen, you just sometimes make mistakes. But again, he was originally from the Morrisania. A member of the Morrisania Review. That was much later, Charlene, though. But he did have a very successful solo career, and he did 2 for the Les K record label. This tune written by Mac David and Burt Bacharach. This is arranged by Joe Renee. The first of 2 for Dean Barlow. This is going out to listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Dean Barlow from January 62 on Les K. It's called Third Window from the Right for Chris Reed.
2 flights up by the third window from the right. 2 flights up by the third window from the right. The third window from the right. 2 flights up, that's the one with the shade pulled down.
That's the one where I do my crying every night, where my heartaches keep multiplying every night. There's one shadow on the shade, and that's me. That's where two shadows used to be. That's where me and my heart keeps yearning every night. That's where I pray for your returning every night. 2 flights up by the third window from the right. 2 flights up by the third window from the right. Now there's one shadow on the shade, and that's me. That's where 2 shadows used to be. That's where me and my heart keeps yearning every night. That's where I pray for your returning every night. 2 flights up by the third window from the right. I'll be there. 2 flights up by the third window from the right. Come on home. 2 flights up by the third.
Here you go. That one there by request for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. They're liking that one there in the YouTube chat room. The great Dean Barlow, first of 2 on the Les K label, January 62 release, third window from the right. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, is this brown wax? No, it is not. Some of these, I don't take any, I don't think just because it's brown wax means that it's better than the regular black wax that you can't see through, but it just means that they didn't color it enough is what they did. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey, and he requested this singer just recently passed away on February 12th at the age of 91, talking about Tommy Hunt. Featured him on the Saturday night show when he was singing with the Flamingos, but he did go solo. He's originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. First, actually, I'll give you a history. Originally, he was a member of the Five Echoes that recorded for the Sabre label in 1952 and 53, but then he would join the Flamingos in 1958. I think he stayed with them until 1961, until he went solo. And we're going to play his biggest hit from 61. Bill also requested that, which was on Scepter. But his name, Charles James Hunt, but you know him as Tommy Hunt, as we pay tribute to the late Tommy Hunt. And this is his first of 5 that he recorded for the Domino record label, although this record first came out on Ludix, which I might have. It's an orange label. Bill, I know that Ludix exists. I might have it. I have other things on the Ludix label. That's Luther Dixon's label, by the way, who wrote this tune along with Kitty Noble. This charted number 124, bubbled under on the Bubbling Under charts, number 29 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 7 record on WJMO in Cleveland, Ohio, by request for listener Bill Obe from January 67. I'm featuring it on Dynamo, the late Tommy Hunt, and the tune called The Biggest Man. This is for Bill Obe.
Oh, once upon a lovely time, a mountain was hill to climb. A river was a tiny stream where I would sit beside and dream. Oh, the girl that I love so, it made me grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow till I became the biggest man in the world. Yeah. He was a big man. Ooh, what a great big man he was. He was a big man. What a great big man he was. And do you know, this morning to a lonely guy, that hill is a mountain oh so high, that little stream is a river wide, I can't see on the other side. The girl I love and still adore, she doesn't love me anymore, anymore, anymore. And the biggest man alive is back, Lord, back to normal side. Oh, you made me a big man when I was in your arms. You made me a big man when we were hand in hand.
That is a cool tune there by request for listener Bill Obe. That's the late Tommy Hunt. Tommy Hunt on the Dynamo record label, January 67, released The Biggest Man is the name of the tune. When we're going to flip the 45 over here for the Northern Soulers that like the flip side of this. Tune written by Luther Dixon and Inez Fox of Mockingbird fame. Let's do this here. Let's flip over Tommy Hunt. Have it on the Dynamo record label from January 67. Written by Luther Dixon and Inez Fox. This is a B-side. The song is called Never Love a Robin.
Soon as the leaves of brown begin to fall, you will hear me saying, baby, 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 that's all. Moving on, summer's gone, never love a robin. Summer's gone, I gotta move on, never love a robin, no. Never love a robin, no, no, no. Will not hear the thunder rolling all over the sky. It will soon be raining, baby. Can see it in your eyes, baby, 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 baby. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. What I say, never love a robin, no, no, never love a robin, no, no, never love a robin. Well, now you said you love me right from the start. I was just like an angel, baby, living in your heart. Stick with me, baby, hear what I say. Just because I love you, please don't treat me this way. But I say, baby, 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 baby. Say, hey, 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 what I say. Never love a robin, no, no. Never love a robin, yeah, no. I said bye, 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 baby. Don't cry, bye,
Yeah, that's for the Northern Soul fans. That's Tommy Hunt there. Tommy Hunt from January 67. That's on the Dynamo record label. His first of 6. That's the B-side, Never Love a Robin. Earlier we heard The Biggest Man, the A-side. Of course, he would move. He would relocate to the UK. Loved by all the UK Northern Soul fans there. Had just like a whole new career over in the UK, as many artists did. They went over to the UK and found much success. Johnny G, hopefully having some success for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here as we continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's listening down in Mexico. This singer from Philadelphia, PA, first recording for the Bell label in 1967. He did 2 on the Phillips label, and Adrian requested his first. And this is a song he wrote. It's produced by George Wilson and Phil Gabber. This charted number 17 on WHAT in Philadelphia. Let's go to July of 1967 for Ronnie Walker. Ronnie Walker on the Phillips label. It's called Really, Really Love You for Adrian Viterbo. There you go. That's going out to Adrian Viterbo, July 67. That's a Ronnie Walker. Ronnie Walker on the Phillips record label. Really, Really Love You is the name of the tune. That's fun finding that record out in the wild for a quarter. Can't go wrong for that. Have other later recordings on the Nyco Vent and also ABC Paramount as Fletcher Walker III. We are here on a Wednesday evening. If you dig what Johnny G is doing, please give me a thumbs up. We are here on Oldies and More Radio, also playing original vinyl 45s. This is the first show of the week. We're here. We'll do a little bit over midnight. I got a 78 show tomorrow, and the electrician coming to take my time. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room as this group out of Washington, D.C., this girl group, they recorded for the Columbia record label. The group included Laveria Strange, Linda Jackson, Janice Williams, and Ella Garnett. Collectively, they were known as the Leavans. And this is their first of two on the Columbia label. This is produced by Carl Davis, arranged by Horace Ott. Chris Reed mentioned it in the chat room. If you see Horace Ott on the 45, you probably should pick it up. It's you got 9 times out of 10. It's going to be a great tune. This is from July 62. Going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. The Leavans with Come to Me.
Come to me, come to me, come to me, my darling, won't you come to me? Hey, 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 come to me, my darling, won't you come to me? The days are shorter and the nights are longer. Come to me. I know our love will last if you only take a chance and stay here with me. I know things are hard to understand, but can't you plainly see what's here in my heart? That's why I say, my darling, won't you come to me? My darling, won't you come to me? The days are shorter and the nights are longer, and I'm
George, I spelled your name wrong. I apologize for that. Johnny G, typing with the wrong hand here. I'm multitasking. Johnny G multitask. You know, I could multitask because I was an accounting controller for a company called Railworks. You don't want to be a controller of a construction company because you just don't. It's like working for Morris Levy, you know. Anyway, there you go. A great tune. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. That one there by request for Warren Russell, the Leavans. The Leavans, their first of two on the Columbia label from July 62. Come to Me is the name of the tune. Come to the Vinyltreasure show. Tell your friends about this program. Who does what Johnny G does? Nobody does what Johnny G does. I'm going to have Barbara up here. Barbara has been working she's been taking a class on, I think it's Thursday mornings. No, not Thursday. She teaches on Thursday, but she's doing a mosaic class. So I said to her, I said, well, you know, Barbara, I think one of her art things just got picked for something that they're showing, I think at the gym she goes to. So I said, Barbara, I got an idea. Why don't you come here on a Sunday afternoon? It could be any time, and when I'm not doing the show, and we'll just come on and we'll talk about your art. I know I'll get some people that'll come in here. We'll set it up here. I got to clean this mess out back here, but so we're gonna do that. So she's in the process of working things out with her home and whatnot. So, but I will get her up here to do that. It'll be a spontaneous thing. I'll probably put it up an hour or two before, but it should be a pip for her. So I told her, you got to come on here on the program to do that, but she will do that. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room as we celebrate Black History Month here for this month here. We'll continue with that. We do it all the time here, though, on the Vinyltreasure show. But Busta used to tune in to a radio station and a special DJ out of Nashville, Tennessee. He was John R. Was it John R? I think, yeah. He was on WLAC. Yeah, he was known as John R. His name, John Richbro. Did I say that right? Richbough. Richbough. That's why he probably wanted to be called John R. Okay, but so instrumental with playing black music, rhythm and blues, and soul music during his career on radio station WLAC with other DJs also, by the way. His association with black artists went beyond his career as a DJ, and as a result, he was instrumental in crusading for the music that many stations at the time, this is Busta's words, by the way, that many stations at the time refused to play. And that is part of black history. And he actually produced this record that Busta requested, and this is his label. It's called 77 Records. And this singer from is it Doe Run? Did I say that right? Doerun, Doe Run, Georgia. First recording back in 1968 for the Soft label. Then had other releases on Mercury and Silver Fox. I saw one in the box on Silver Fox. But Busta requested his first of four, which I happen to have. I don't have them all, but I had this one, his first of four on the 77 label. It's from 1971, Touch of the 70s, Santi. Let's give a listen. We're going to play both sides. Busta requested both sides of this. It's Willie Hobbs. Willie Hobbs from 1971, and this is on 77. This is by request for Busta in our YouTube chat room. It's called You Don't Know What You Got Until You Lose It. Willie Hobbs for Busta Bass.
You say that we are through. Well, you found somebody new. You say that I'm no good for you. Yet you ask me, what will I do? This is all I've got to say to you. Oh, you don't know what you got until you lose it. Oh, you don't know what you got until you lose it. Oh, you don't know what you got until it's gone. Now you go and have your little flings. All the love we once shared doesn't mean Yet you ask me if I still care. But this is all I've got to say to you. You don't know what you got until you lose it. Hey, you don't know what you got until you lose it. Hey, you don't know what you got until it's gone. It's better to have love than none at all. They say our love is lost, but they're wrong. You're gonna want me back, just you wait. I only hope it won't be too late, 'cause I'm the kind of guy you see that's gonna never let nobody make a fool out of me. Though I love you secretly, but this is all you'll ever hear from me. You don't know what you got until you lose it. Oh, you don't know what you got until you lose it. Oh, you don't know what you got.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's Mr. Willie Hobbs. Willie Hobbs from 1971 on the 77 record label. You don't know what you got until you lose it. So correct. And more people should think about that. I think they should. But let's flip the 45 over here. Actually, let's see. Charlene has something else here. John R. produced this for Willie Hobbs with Jackie Beavers, and the tune written by Kenny Gamble and Jerry Ross. This was actually first done, I think somebody mentioned it in the chat room. Kenny Gamble in 1963 did it first. But let's flip the 45 over for Busta Bass. He asked if I can play both sides, and you know Johnny G can do that. From 1971. Again, this one produced by John R., and this is written by Jackie Beavers. Willie Hobbs with a B-side on the 77 label. It's called Where Did I Go Wrong for Busta Bass.
Out of my window, tears streaming down my face, yeah. I didn't mean to break my baby's heart. I didn't mean to drive my baby away. Listen to me, somebody tell me where can my baby be? My love, baby, gone away from me. Somebody tell me where did I go wrong? If you see my baby, tell her to please come home. I didn't mean to tear us all apart, and here I sit, Lord, with a broken heart. And like a fool, I just couldn't see how much my baby, Lord, really meant to me. Listen to me now, somebody tell me where can my baby be? My love and baby's gone away from me. things I did. But I love my baby. Lord knows I love my kids. If only I could see my baby's face, I'd shout hallelujah all over this place. Listen to me. Somebody tell me, where can my baby be? My loving baby gone away from me. Somebody tell me, where did I go wrong? And if you see my baby, tell her to please come home. Somebody tell me, where can my baby be? My loving baby gone away from me. Somebody tell me, where did I go wrong? If you see my baby, tell her to please come home. Somebody tell me, where can my baby be? My loving baby gone away from me.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for listener Buster Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's Willie Hobbs, his first of four on John R.'s 77 record label from 1971, Where Did I Go Wrong? The A-side, You Don't Know What You Got Until You Lose It. Johnny G here, not losing it yet as we continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Ronnie Sherman, for this gal, born in Charleston, South Carolina, but she would move to Evanston, Illinois, back in 1956. She would become the lead singer for a group known as the Drewvells, which included her sisters Lorraine and Irma Drew, and one male, the bass of the group, his name Carlton Black, who would eventually marry her, I should say the lead singer, and she would go solo in 1965. She had 13 releases on the Capitol record label. This is the A-side to her fifth release that Ronnie requested. This tune written by Neil Sedaka, Roger Atkins, produced by Don Carone and Phil Wright, and this charted number 82 on Cashbox, 62 on Billboard, number 34 on the R&B chart. And this was a big number one record on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri from May 1968. Let's give a listen to Patty Drew. Patty Drew on Capitol Records for Ronnie Sherman. It's called Workin' on a Groovy Thing for Ronnie.
When I saw you, I knew that I was gonna love you. And every day I thought, oh, how I'm gonna love you. Now you're here next to me, and ecstasy is a reality. I feel good when you are near. I'm so alive 'cause you are near. Working on a groovy thing, baby. Working on a groovy thing. Working on a groovy thing, baby. Let's not rush it. We wanna take it slow, yeah. Before I met you, I knew my lips were only wasted. 'Cause you have got the sweetest lips I've ever tasted. Music moves us along. Your arms around me, so snug and warm. Happiness is in my soul. I'm about
You know, the Fifth Dimension would record that in 1969 on the Soul City record label. This would have a top 20 hit with that, but May 1968 there. For Patty Drew, by request for listener Ronnie Sherman on the Capitol record label, Working on a Groovy Thing. We're working on a groovy thing this Wednesday evening right here on YouTube and on Oldies and More Radio. Thank you all for being here. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this program. If you miss any of the show, you can always watch it on the archive as long as they don't take it down. They've been really good lately, although they blocked the show last week. I think they blocked it 4 times, but then they posted it up. So don't ask me, but let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Edmund Williams. This soul group have this lone release on the Atlantic label. This tune written and produced by Don Covey. Now, the group consists of all superstars, okay? And they were called the Soul Clan. Now, this Soul Clan included Arthur Conley, Benny King, Solomon Burke, Don Covey, and Joe Tex. That is a soul clan if I ever saw one. But anyway, this record charted number 91 on Billboard, 34 on the R&B chart, a big number 5 record on WKFR in Battle Creek, Michigan. Let's go to June of 1968 for the Soul Clan by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This is on Atlantic. It's called Soul Meeting for Edmund.
Is Arthur here?
Yeah.
Is Joe here?
Yeah.
Where's Solomon?
Right here.
I see Don coming in now, man.
Come on in the door now.
And here come Benny with it.
Benny Key, come on. Yeah.
Hey, man, Joe packing up his bags, man. Where you going, Joe?
I'm going back to Baton Rouge, man.
I thought you had a good thing going.
Ain't got nothing going up here in New York, man. Listen. Cost the rent up here much too high. And I'm just barely making enough money trying to get back. Listen, I can't see paying all of my rent for a room that's got a room and a bed. Listen, leave me alone, cause I'm deep, dog. I know down in Baton Rouge, I can skip and eat. Wow! Benny King, what you doing?
Look here, man, I'd like to go, but let me tell you one thing.
Listen, Joe, I'd like to go. I've got a sweet little girl that lives next door. You know we've made a thing. I can't hardly go down south and make a way. I've been to Louisiana, I've been to Jacksonville, but I finally found a darling to make me say I will. Come here, darling. Y'all remember when I made that song called Mercy? My woman had a badge packed up under the bed. I looked around, I said, now, baby, don't leave me. If you do, baby, I know I'm dead. That's why I'm telling you, Joe. Last time I went south, I came back to an empty house. Then I cried, mercy, mercy, mercy. Mercy. Come on, Saul, King Saul. Listen, everybody, I want you just to clap your hands one time. Listen to this. Nobody gonna make me stay at home. Honey, don't you interrupt the light with telephone steady going on. I'm gonna sing my soul songs, sell love potions. Honey, from the Mississippi River to the land of Goshen. And don't you know, if they don't like that, I'm just gonna sit on my throne and steady get over like a big fat rat now. That sweet soul woman, she's alright. That sweet soul woman, that's what I like. She's alright, so doggone sweet. I'm gonna stay right here and let my little love shine. What can I do? What can I say?
As June 68 release there with the Soul Clan by request for listener Edmund Williams. Now the Soul Clan included Arthur Conley. That sounded like him at the end there. I don't know, maybe Benny King, Solomon Burke, and Don Covey, and Joe Tex. Or maybe that was Joe Tex too. I can't tell the voices. Anyway, the Soul Meeting is the name of the tune that's on the Atlantic record label. We have a Soul Meeting here every Wednesday evening from 9 to midnight right here on YouTube and Oldies and More Radio. Let us continue here. Fill a request for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. This group out of Akron, Ohio. Now, it is a female lead with male backing. The male backing group first recorded as the Supremes back in 1960 on the Apt record label, but they would they would assign a female voice to their group. Her name, Ruby Nash. And they first recorded for the Cap record label. They had a big hit. Their biggest hit, I think, was their first release. It was called Our Day Will Come. But this was their follow-up, their second release on the Cap record label, second of 14, a tune written by Mort Garson and Bob Hillard. This produced by Alan Staton. This charted number 16 on the Billboard chart, a big number 1 record on KDAN in Eureka, California from April of 1963. Going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. Ruby and the Romantics on the Cap label. It's called a little bit out of season, but it's a great tune. It's called My Summer Love. This is for David Silberg.
You're the one I've been waiting for. Take me down to the sandy shore. Summer love could be good for me if you would be my summer love. It's the start of my happiness and the end of my loneliness. Summer love could be paradise or twice as nice. My summer love. The tide will rise and waves of love will sweep into your heart. If that's the way it's meant to be, we'll never part. By the time that the leaves turn brown, other loves may come tumbling down. Ours will last till eternity if you will be my summer love. If that's the way it's meant to be, we'll never part. By the time that the leaves turn brown, other loves may come tumbling down. Ours will last till eternity if you will be my summer love.
There you go. That one there by request for David Silberg there. That's Ruby and the Romantics. Ruby and the Romantics from what did I say, 1963. I lost my place. Yeah, lost my place. Lost my place here. Yeah, here we go. From April 1963. That's their second of 14 on the Cap record label. That's Ruby Nash on lead, My Summer Love. Well, summer can't get here too soon, is what I say. Let us continue here. Fill a request for a listener oldies fan in our YouTube chat room, as Charlene only copied a small part of this, but hold on one second, folks. I will get to it, and here we go. And just let me just open this up a little bit so I can read it. It's a very, come on, Johnny. It's Control, yeah, there we go. Getting bigger here. We fill a request for listener oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. Come on. Is it Control open? Yeah, here you go. And this singer from Lugoff, South Carolina, born Benjamin Franklin P., first recording back in 1953 for the OK record label, but the majority of his releases, or for his career, were on the Mercury record label. Had a number of national hits for the Mercury label. His biggest hit from '61, called the Boll Weevil Song, which was a number 2 Billboard hit. But he had 2 that made it to number 3. It's Just a Matter of Time from '59, and his 22nd release on the Mercury label, which is this tune. That was requested by oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith. This one written by Leon Carr and Earl Schulman, produced by Shelby Singleton. And the backup chorus on this are the Merry Melody Singers. This charted number 3 on Billboard, 2 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on WJLB. If you were listening in Detroit, Michigan, we go to November of 1962 for the great Brook Benton. Brook Benton on the Mercury label. And Is There Such a Place? It's called Hotel Happiness for oldies fan Joseph Smith.
I'm checking out a hotel loneliness. All my lonely days, they're all through. I'm checking into hotel happiness. 'Cause darling, I found you. I left my teardrops in that old lonely room. Left my broken heart back there too. I won't be needing them in hotel happiness. 'Cause darling, I found you. I woke up dreaming of your crazy kisses. I woke up telling Mr. Misery he's your key, 'cause I'm checking out a hotel loneliness. No, I won't be back. Yes, it's true. Gonna make my new address a hotel happiness. You know why, darling? So glad I found you.
Yeah, they're liking that one there in the YouTube chat room. There you go. That one there by request. For Oldies fan, and lost my place. Johnny G lost his place. That is the great, because it's on the screen, Johnny. That one there from November 1962, the great sound of Brook Benton on the Mercury record label for Joseph Smith. Hotel Happiness is the name of the tune. Hopefully you're finding happiness out with the Vinyl Treasure Show this evening. If you are, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, give me a thumbs up if you dig these cool tunes from the 1960s as we continue here with a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room for this next singer. Born in Montgomery, Alabama, he became a disc jockey down in New Orleans, Louisiana. His name was Popper Stopper. Popper Stopper was his name. And he did record. He had 5 releases on C.A. Warren's Warren label, which was also out of New Orleans, Louisiana. First recording, I think his first release was in 1969. This was his very next release, which came out in September of 1970. And it's a song he wrote. He goes by the name of Israel Popper Stopper Tolbert. That's his name. And this charted number 61 on Billboard, number 13 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on WDAS in Philadelphia, PA, by request for Bill Sheriff. Israel Popper Stopper Tolbert. From September 1970, it's called Big Leg Woman, parentheses, with a short mini skirt, for Bill Sheriff.
I love you tip and I love you top. I love you better than a hog love slop. 'Cause you're a big leg woman with a short mini skirt. Promise me, darling, never make me feel like dirt. Sure as the vine grows around the stump, you are mine, darling sugar lump. 'Cause you're a big leg woman with a short mini skirt. Promise me, darling, never make me feel like dirt. I love you once, I love you twice. We go together like red beans and rice. 'Cause you're a big leg woman with a short mini skirt. Promise me, darling, never make me feel like dirt. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. If you mess with my woman, I'm gonna hush your fuss. 'Cause she's a big leg woman with a short mini skirt. Promise me, darling, you never make me feel like dirt. I love a big leg woman, I love a big leg woman. They say I'm a sponsor, and I expect they'll tell the truth. Girl is alright, the little girl is alright.
Touch of the 70s here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for Bill Sheriff. That's Israel Popper Stopper Tolbert from September 1970 on the Warren record label. This was the record my mother found last night for me, is what she did. I knew I had it checked off, and she did find it. So there you go for Bill Sheriff. It's called Big Leg Woman, parentheses, with a short mini skirt. Johnny G, I'm wearing, I don't have a mini skirt on. I have my hanging around pants as we continue here. And let's fill a request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room as we head to go back to Detroit, Michigan for this girl group. They had 5 releases on Curtis Mayfield's Mayfield record label, and I think all the songs were written and produced by Curtis Mayfield, and this is their 3rd release on the label. This charted number 40 on the R&B chart, number 5 on WTMP in Tampa, Florida from April 1967. Let's give a listen to the Fascinations. The Fascinations on the Mayfield label, going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. It's called I Can't Stay Away From You. The Fascinations.
You don't love me, and there may be someone else. And as I sit alone here at home, knowing what I should do, I find I can't stay away from you. I can't stay away from you. No, no, I can't stay away from you.
A tune written by a master songwriter, Curtis Mayfield. Those are the Fascinations. By request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That's April 67 release on Curtis Mayfield's Mayfield record label. That's their 3rd release on the Mayfield label, The Fascinations, with I Can't Stay Away From You for James Brown. You can't stay away from the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you can, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 to 6 p.m. with the All 78 show. So sometimes, playing the early stuff, early, it wasn't called rhythm and blues. I think maybe it was called jazz, at least in the early stages with those early groups. But I do show the progression, got some progression of the music, have some blues 78s, I should say, also. Then I'll be back next Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, 9 to midnight. Actually, it goes for at least an hour more. I think I did a 4.5-hour show. That's because of all the requests. And that's okay. We continue to get the requests. That's a good thing. I never run out of records. That is a fact. I got 195,045s. I will never run out. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room as we go to St. Louis, Missouri for this group. They recorded for the Ballad record label. They were known as the Citations, and this features Edward Foster on lead. These are the Citations from 1967 on the Ballad label. It's called, in parentheses, To Win the Race. Then it says, Keep the Faith, for Leonard Mancini.
Time will make the wrong, and the
Yeah, that's going out to listener Leonard Mancini. That's the sound of the Citations. That is like a UK anthem, I think, for those Northern Soul listeners. 1967, that's Edward Foster on lead, the Citations on ballad. To win the race, keep the faith. Keep the faith here on the Vinyl Treasures show as we continue here. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. If I have the 45, I'll play it if it fits the format of the program. Sometimes it's not that easy for me to find the request. I can't believe I was looking for another record. I found 50s records that I've been looking for. So I've been looking for months for the records. So sometimes they get misfiled when you have so many records. And I just don't have the time to file them all back. And that's unfortunate, the problem when you collect and you have so many records. It's very easy to drop and drag an MP3, but it's not easy to play the original vinyl. And most of the DJs, I think all the DJs on Oldies and More Radio, they are playing MP3s at least. But when you play real records, it's hard to do that. But Charlene doesn't know how I do it, but I do. But let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. This gal from Memphis, Tennessee, she was the daughter of singer Rufus Thomas. I think actually wasn't Rufus a disc jockey on that station down in Tennessee that John R. was and Haas was. I think he was a DJ there, maybe in the 1940s. But her first release came out on the Satellite label in 1960, and I like that record that she does, a song called Gee Whiz. I think it's a great record by her. But it would be picked up by Atlantic Records. It would become her first release on the Atlantic label. But this is her eighth. Buster requested her eighth release, her eighth of 10 on the Atlantic label. A tune written by Deanie Parker and Steve Cropper. This charted number 67 on Billboard, number 13 on the R&B chart, and a big number one record on WOOK in Washington, D.C. I was going to say Baltimore. Okay, Washington. June 1964, the great Carla Thomas by request for Bust the Bass. It's called I've Got No Time to Lose. Carla Thomas for Bust the Bass.
Make him understand.
That's the great sound of Carla Thomas. Carla Thomas on the Atlantic record label, going out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's I've Got No Time to Lose. That one there from June 1964, her 8th release for the Atlantic record label. Johnny G here on, the Copyright Police came out. Is what they did. But anyway, hit those hearts, folks, as we continue here. Let's go out to Los Angeles, California. This time, fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo, as this group created by Bobby Sanders and the members, created by Bobby Sanders and the members, wait a minute, Charlene, what does this say? The next group out of L.A. was created by Bobby Sanders and the members of, there we go, of a combination of two other groups that Sanders managed. James Moore and Bobby Solomon of the Vows, and Charles Ingersoll and Melvin Isley of the Extremes. First recording for the Canterbury record label, then with a couple of personnel changes, they signed with Minute Records for 5 releases. This was their second that Adrian requested. It features Charles Ingersoll on lead. This charted number 94 on the Billboard chart, number 83 on Cashbox, and number 5 on, charted 83 on, wait a minute. It charted 94 on Billboard, 83 on Cashbox, 19 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record on WJLB in Detroit, Michigan from August 68. For Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, the Young Hearts with I've Got Love for My Baby. This is for Adrian. There you go. That one there going out to a listener, Adrian Viterbo, in our YouTube chat room. He's listening down in Mexico. Adrian's such, my mom says hi, Adrian. Such a nice guy, Adrian. She says that you truly are. And he is a dedicated listener, as many of you are, to the program here. I receive such nice accolades about me and about the show. So I am so grateful to the people that have come into our get-together here. We have a lot of regulars that come into all the shows, and it's like almost like everybody knows everybody. I mean, you guys and gals know me because you see me, and I know you from what I see in the chat room there and all your communications with me, because many of you communicate with me mostly by email and text and also by phone, and it is a lot of fun. So I so much appreciate it, and also so much appreciate everyone that supports this show. So I thank you for that, this new thing here with these podcasts that I do. So trying to do other things with this podcast, maybe moving up the line. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking into some new things with the webcam and whatnot, like to have different angles and whatnot, so I don't have to manually do it. But again, it's not like I have a big studio here to do the program. But and there are other guys and gals on YouTube that play records. Maybe they don't give the information that I do. They just sit there and play the music. I mean, it does take a lot for somebody to take out records and play them. I'm not going to say that. But just to play the records, I don't do that. This show has a little bit of my personality. And those of you that know Johnny G, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm unique, but maybe this show isn't unique. But anyway, I like that record there that Adrian requested from July 1967. I'm sorry, from August of 1968, The Young Hearts. I'm looking on the screen because I can't find it on the notes that Charlene sent. The Young Hearts on Minute Records, I've Got Love for My Baby. A great tune there. Let's continue here. For this gal, I've been featuring her songs, at least here on the 60s show. I featured her, I think I featured her on the last Saturday night show, her debut single, actually both sides, The Wallflower, and what was the flip side? I played it for David Silberg. I lost my mind. But I'm talking about Etta James. And she would record for Argo Records. I mean, she sang duets with Harvey Fuqua on Chess Records, but then she would move over to the Argo label. She had 19 releases on Argo Records, and then Argo switched to Cadet, where she had, I think, another 14 releases on the Cadet label through 1970, wait a minute. Amnon requested actually both sides of this. We're going to play the B-side first. This is her 6th release. Okay, the A-side is Tell Mama, which we'll play after this because I like that side too. But this is the flip side. It's arranged and produced by Rick Hall, and this charted number 2 on WYLD in New Orleans, Louisiana from October 67 for listener Amnon. This is Etta James on Cadet. The song is called I'd Rather Go Blind. This is for Amnon, Etta James.
Something told me it was over. Yeah.
watch you leave me, babe. Most of all, I just don't wanna be free, no. Ooh, ooh. I was just sitting there thinking of your kiss and your warm embrace, yeah. When the reflection in the glass that I held to my lips now, babe, revealed the tears that was on my face, yeah. Ooh, and baby, I'd rather be blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, yeah. Ooh, baby, I'd rather be blind.
Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to listener M. That's Etta James. Etta James from October 1967. I'd Rather Go Blind is the name of the tune. That one there on the Cadet record label. Don't know if I gotta question that. I do, although she's saying it. But let's flip it over here. Let's give a listen to the intended A-side because Emnon requested the flip. This tune written by Clarence Carter, who recorded the male version of this. Yes, Busta Bass, you are correct. It was called Tell Daddy. It came out in November of 1966 on the Fame record label. This side written, produced and arranged by Rick Hall. This side charted number 27 on Cashbox, 23 on Billboard, 10 on the R&B chart, and a big number one record on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri from October 67. By request for Emnon, Etta James, and her tune called Tell Mama. That one there by request for listener M. Now, can we say that's an answer tune? I don't know if it's really an answer tune. It's just the female version of the song. The male version done by done by Clarence Carter, but that is the female version from October 67, Miss Etta James, on the Cadet record label, going out to listener Amnon. Tell Mama. Tell your mama that Johnny G is on the Vinyl Treasure Show and that they should tune into this program, this educational and fun, entertaining program with all these great records and Johnny G insight, and all the listeners, your contributions. I appreciate that, and your support for the show as we continue here and fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro. For this singer was the lead singer of a number of 1950s vocal groups, first with the Sparks of Rhythm, also the Savoys and the Pretenders and the Jones Boys, and then in 1959 he would go solo, had some big hits. One in 1959, his first one was a song called Handyman. I think his next hit was a song called Good Timin', but he continued to record into the 1960s. Here's one that Frank requested from October 67. It's his second of two on the Bell record label. Now, this song was first issued by Buddy Holly, although they issued this in 1960 on the Coral label. Buddy passed away on that February 3rd, 1959 plane crash, along with Richie Valens and the Big Bopper. Unfortunately, the day the music died is what they say. But this is a cover of the tune that Buddy Holly did. And this did chart. Well, I hope I don't get... well, I hope this isn't produced with Norman Petty, because if anything, Norman Petty's going to be a problem. So I hope this doesn't get me shut down. I'm telling you, I don't know. We'll see. But this charted number 25 on WGNI in Wilmington, North Carolina from October 67. I'm afraid to play this, to be honest with you. This is a Jimmy Jones. Jimmy Jones on the Bell record label in his rendition of the tune True Love Ways for Frank Gingaro.
Just you know why you and I will by and by know true love way. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love ways. Throughout the day, oh, our true love will bring us joys to share for those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes I know we gotta cry little night, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love ways. Sometimes we sigh, oh, and I know sometimes we
That's the first time play here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's been sitting in the collection for a long, long time. There you go, by request. For listener Frank Chingaro, that's Jimmy Jones' rendition of the Buddy Holly tune True Love Ways from October 1967 on the Bell record label. And that's maybe because of the arrangement, I got away with it. Now, one thing came out. That is a good thing. Johnny G, just shaking in my boots here. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. Let's continue here. I bought this 45 when it came out. Didn't see Tommy Hammond in the chat room, so he may be listening on the archive, so I wanted to get his requests in, so I got 2 records for Tommy here, but we'll play one right now. So Tommy Hammond requested this girl group trio from Los Angeles, California. Now the lead singer of this, her name is Edna Wright. Now she recorded earlier in the 1960s, and she was the younger sister of Darlene Love, and she was a member of this group called the Honeycomb, which was named by Eddie Holland for his favorite ice cream flavor. And they were signed to Eddie and Brian Holland and Lamont Dozier's Hot Wax label, which was out of Detroit, Michigan. Now, after seeing them perform on the Andy Williams TV show in 1968, and the group consisted of Carolyn Willis, Shelley Clark, and lead singer Edna Wright. And their biggest hit was in 1971, another 45 I bought, called Want Ads. But Tommy requested their seventh of 13 releases on the Hot Wax record label. This tune written by General Johnson. Yes, General Johnson. He was the lead singer of The Showman and also the chairman of the board. And Greg Perry, who was Edna Wright's boyfriend at the time. This charted number 15 on Billboard, 5 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on KPLA in Santa Rosa, California from October 1971. Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. The Honeycomb for Tommy Hammond. It's called One Monkey. Don't Stop No Show. This is for Tommy Hammond.
You're free to go. You can go.
Yeah, hits here on the vinyl. Actually, touch of the 70s, we got to say. There you go. Tommy Hammond, I played that for you. There you go. The great sound of the Honeycomb there. That's Edna Wright on lead. That's Darlene Love's younger sister. Unfortunately, she passed away. Very sad. But we remember her as the lead singer of the Honeycomb from October 71 on the Hot Wax record label, One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. That's actually part one. There's a part two on that also, but let us continue here. How about Johnny G pushes the cart in the 1970s, this time fill a request for listener George Chestnut. This quintet from Philadelphia, they included Frank Washington, Kenny Crew, James King, John King, Henry McGibbery, and first recording for the Amjo label in 1970, also with releases on the Avalanche label in 1972, but they signed with Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff's Gamble Records and had two releases on the label, and this is their first, a tune written by Bobby Bennett and Leon Huff, arranged by Ronald Baker. It features the bass, Harold Gibberry, I said that wrong, Harold McGibberry on lead from October 72 for George Chestnut. The Futures is the name of the group. The Futures on Gamble. The song is called Stay With Me.
Side is where I want you to be. So
A touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. That one there going out to listener George Chestnut. They're called The Futures. That one there released in October of 72. October of 72 on the Gamble record label. Stay With Me is the name of the tune. They have other releases on Buddha and also something you would hear on Philadelphia International. Yes, Teddy Pendergrass and the Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. We'll see Teddy Pendergrass, lead singer on that. Bought all those 45s when they came out. Johnny G here in Vinyltreasure Overtime. Let's go to West Palm Beach, Florida for this next singer. This is a request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. She first recorded in 1964 for the Quakertown label. I did play that 45 here on the All 60s show. And then she would have a release in 1965 on ABC Paramount Records. Other releases were on the Philly. Other releases were on Philly and Eastern. Then she signed with Nate Calla's Calla label in 1967 to have 8 releases through 1969. Now, Busta requested her third release. No, Charlene, this is the A-side of her third release, a song she wrote from November of 1967. Let's give a listen to Gene Wells. Gene Wells on the Calla label for Busta Bass. It's called Have a Little Mercy for Busta Bass.
That I'd be running after a man this way. Baby, you don't know the effect you have on me. You got my mind all twisted and I can't wiggle free. Have a little mercy on me, baby. Show a little mercy. Ease up, baby. Whenever you're out of my sight, all I do is pace the floor. My nerves are never settled until you walk through my door. At night when I'm laying in bed, all I do is toss and turn. And if you don't like nothing, then my life will be ruined. Have a little mercy on me, baby. Show a little mercy. Ooh, baby, just a little bit. Show me some mercy. Now you got me falling on my knees and eating right out of your hand. I'm right here to fulfill your desire and every command. Now what more could you ask for when you got a fool like me? I'm getting what I deserve 'cause I'm where I wanna be. Have a little mercy on me, baby. Show me some mercy. Just a little bit. Show me some mercy. Mercy. Show me some mercy, baby. Have a little mercy on me, baby. I need some mercy. I'm begging you for mercy. I'm on my knees, baby. Begging you for mercy.
There you go, by request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. Miss Jean Wells. Jean Wells from November 67. It's on the Calla record label, Have a Little Mercy. That's her third release on the Calla record label. Have a Little Mercy for Johnny G here while I find, here we go. I'm looking for his request. Here, let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams. And no, that's not it. Darn, Charlene, I can't find. Here we go. we go. Let's actually, I had this one in the box for a long time. Up next, a request for listener Edmund Williams. It's Sam Moore and Dave Prater. You know them as Sam and Dave. Now, in 1962, they would sign with Morris Levy's Roulette record label. They would have 6 releases on the label through 1964, but in 65, they would sign with Stax Records. And with their hit on Stax, Hold On, I'm Comin', Morris Levy tried to cash in on that hit by re-releasing 3 songs, I should say 2 songs, from their 3rd and 4th single issued on the Roulette label. On I think one was on Roulette 4671, and let me see. And their other one was on their 3rd release from November of 62. They put it out in February of 66 on Roulette 4671. This tune, produced by Henry Glover, this charted number 48 on WUFO out of Buffalo, New York, from February of 66. Let's give a listen to Sam and Dave. This is like a reissue, but a legitimate number to try to capitalize on their Stax hits. But this is Sam and Dave on Roulette. The song is called It Feels So Nice. This is for Edmund Williams.
My baby tell me, oh, that she's mine for life. I gotta say, it feels so nice. Since I met her, I've been free from all confusion and strife. I tell you, it feels so nice. You know she's always right there. There's no security like knowing somebody care. I tell you, it feels so nice. Come on, girl, let me hear you say, it feels so nice. Oh, 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 sing it with a feel. Feels so nice. I love everybody. Oh, 'cause my baby loves me. I tell you, it feels so nice. Loving her is no problem. It comes so easy. No wonder. It feels so nice. I don't need no pick me up, 'cause I'm never let down. I find contentment, 'cause she's always around. I gotta say, feels so nice. One more time, girl, come on. It feels so nice. Yeah, it feels so nice. Oh, it feels so nice. Yeah, it feels so nice. La 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 la. Should I get a bit? Feels so nice. Come on. It feels so nice. Oh, it feels so nice. It's good. It feels so nice. Yeah, it feels so nice. Oh, feels so nice. One more time for Sam and Dave. Feels so nice. Yeah, it feels so nice. Come on. Oh, it feels so nice. Yeah, it feels so nice. Feels so nice.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Edmund Williams. That's the sound of Sam and Dave. Sam and Dave from that's, although that one originally released in 1962, that was re-released February 66 on the Roulette record label. It Feels So Nice. Sam Moore and Dave Prater. Let's continue with a little bit more Vinyltreasure overtime. Let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman as we go back to Memphis, Tennessee. And this is the group's debut single. Came out on the Carol record label, a label out of Memphis. And the group included Eddie Lanehart Sr., who wrote this tune, Eugene Harris, he was the bass, Odell Coleman, baritone, Charles Bowen, Charles Bowen and, I don't know, Charlene, what this is, and lead singer Earl Brevard. Okay, sorry, folks. But they were called the Vampires. And imagine being called the Vampires. I don't know, that doesn't really sound good, but this record would be re-released. I don't know if they re-sung it or whatnot as the Bentleys in 65 on the Smash label. Maybe Reed, you know that, but I didn't find my my smash release of this, and that's how Ronnie requested it. He requested the Bentley. So Ronnie, you can tell me if this sounds like your Bentley's Smash 45. This is from 1964. They're called the Vampires. Okay, the Vampires on the Carol label. It's called Why Didn't I Listen to Mother? This is for Ronnie Sherman, the Vampires.
I used to be a play boy, had all the girls in town, but now I'm a sad boy. The girl I love has put me down. I do not listen to mother. I used to have a long car, never stayed in one place, but now I'm a praying boy, praying to see my baby's face. I did not listen to mother. But now I'm sorry that I didn't take time to hear what my mother had to say. But being sorry won't do me no good, because my baby's gone away. I do not listen to mother. I used to be a play boy, had all the girls in town, but now I'm a sad boy. The girl I love has put me down. Why do not listen to mother? Why do not listen to mother? Why do not listen to mother?
There you go. That one there by request for listener Ronnie Sherman, 1964 release there. It's on the Carol record label. This was in my vocal group harmony collection. I had to pull it out. I can leave it in the 60s here. It's on Carol Records, which is 3191 North Watkins in Memphis, Tennessee. Why don't you call and order some of these records here? You can dial 358 0118. You can tell them you want the Vampires. I'd like to order 50 copies of the Vampires. Why didn't I listen to Mother? Well, I'm listening to my mother. She says it's time to go. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool Soul 45s out of my collection. If you have a request, you need to get in contact with me. You can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is for requests and also chat with your disc jockey. Yes, so thank you all for tuning in this evening. Hope you enjoyed the show as we celebrate Black History Month this month of February. I can't believe it's going to be March soon. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Charlene, for all your help. I will be back tomorrow afternoon, beginning at 3 p.m. for 78. Going back to 1938 maybe. I think I'm open. My instrumental, I think, is from 1950, but I got all 78s for tomorrow. I got them lined up. I got to do a little bit more research, but I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the All 78 show. Then we'll be back on Saturday night. Got some cool 50s and early 60s. I play those records by year as I do tomorrow. I'll play the records, the songs by year, so you hear how the songs progressed I think I'm closing in 1958. And some records you're going to know too, but I bet you most of them you will not. But anyway, what else did I want to say? Something else. I guess if you missed any of the program and you're finding out about the show for the first time, there's about 700 videos, hours and hours of Johnny G's spinning records on YouTube. We're also live on Oldies and More, so you can pick your poison. But again, if you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click that thumbs up. Also, Johnny G's got to get out of here. It is cold out. It's 16 degrees. Thank goodness no snow. But our closer tonight is a tune that my aunt had in her collection, but I ended up getting a nice mint promo, and this is a request for listener Tommy Hammond. As we're closing out of Detroit tonight. This group had 3 releases on the RCA record label. They also have a great LP, so if you can pick up their LP, you should do that. But this is their first release, which charted number 97 on Cashbox, 88 on Billboard. This was a big record in Detroit on WJLB. It was number 5 in Detroit. It features Joe Buckman on lead from October of 1966. This is by request for Tommy Hammond. We're closing with the Metros. The Metros on RCA. Their song is called Sweetest One. Well, thank you all for tuning in this evening, and I hope I see you next time right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long for Tommy Hammond, the Metros. Wait, did I say? Yeah, Tommy Hammond, the Metros.